Hey, it's John Foss. Very excited to be talking with three of the cast of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Curse of the Dark Shadows, which is airing on Nickelodeon Fridays at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. I'm talking with Bryce Gheisar, Parker Queenan, Malia Baker. Malia, why don't you start it off and tell us about the show?
Yeah, so the show is about a group of kids, the Midnight Society, who come together, and it's a storytelling show. They overcome a lot of obstacles, real life obstacles, maybe like having arguments with your parents or not doing so great in school. And then there's some not so normal life obstacles like discovering a curse that's been set over your Shadow Bay High School or defeating the Shadow Man.
This is a reboot from the 90s. Number one, Bryce, tell me, have you seen the original, and how does this show relate to the 90s show that was very popular?
I think they actually did a really cool thing this season. I saw the last what this is based off of, and I saw like a couple episodes, and I really loved how they took this concept and made it really like adult and where kids could also watch it. And it fits so perfectly on this network. Like at the time, it was pretty groundbreaking for Nickelodeon as far as how far they could take things. So now that we're bringing it back, I think the last season was a lot more for children. I mean, it was great, but it was a lot more for children, in my opinion. And I just watched the show last night, and I got a real good sense of how much more it relates to the last Are You Afraid of the Dark? And I feel like there's way more parallels in this season. And yeah, it's definitely very scary this season. I really thought that I was going to anticipate all the jump scares because I was literally there on set. But when I was watching it, I had no clue any of the stuff was going to happen. And it really felt like I was watching like a big budget Hollywood like horror film.
Yeah, that's my next question. That's my next question, because I was watching the pilot yesterday, and like you say, this show is very scary. So my question, Parker, this one's for you. What was it like on set? I mean, is it like a scary environment? Is it creepy, or is it totally different when you are shooting and then when you see it on screen, are you like, wow, I can't believe they made it look so scary in post-production?
Yeah, I mean, well, when you see the smoke and mirrors and the mechanics behind it all, it obviously makes it a little bit less scary. But I mean, the sets that we built are as scary in person as you see them in the show. I think the only thing that we were missing on set was the pace that you'll find in the TV show, where it's quick cutting and it's intense, and you really kind of feel that riveting energy that the 6 hour long episodes build up. But the set was scary, you know? I mean, the sets that we had, the atmospheres, the environments, the woods, the keeper's cottage, the cabins, these like really creepy places that the set designers would build and, design so that you could get scared. So, yeah.
The show's getting great reviews. I think it has like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is crazy. So congrats on that. What was it like for all of you guys to work together? You guys had a pretty big cast. What was it like behind the scenes? What was the environment like behind the scenes?
It was good. We all had a great chemistry. I mean, I wasn't as much with them the whole time, but I think everyone really got along really fast because it's also like we shot during quarantine and COVID. And so we couldn't like go out and see a whole lot of other people. And so we had our tight knit group. And I think that brought our chemistry even closer together.
For sure. And I think we all got along really well. Sorry. But no. I think the funny part is that throughout the whole day we were together, and then afterwards when we got home after like a 10-hour day of seeing each other, we went on FaceTime to talk for hours more.
Yeah, it was pretty cool how our relationships in character were so close to how we were in real life. I mean, there was definitely certain aspects that didn't relate to real life, but just how close of friends we became in such a short period of time, because we only filmed this for like 3 months. It was for filming a full TV show, like 6 hours. It was a pretty short shoot, and we found a way to become friends, like really good friends in like the first week.
Did you guys know each other before this, or had you just seen each other's work? Did you know of each other? What was it like coming in together and working as a team? What was the previous experience like? Did you guys have a previous relationship at all?
I had met Bryce once a long time ago. I don't think he probably remembers that, but I had met him briefly one time in an audition. But apart from that, I didn't know the rest of them.
I didn't know any of you guys. Oh, I did know Beatrice. We had worked on the Babysitters Club together, so it was nice seeing her again, being the only 2 girls on set too.
Where do you guys go from here? Do you guys have other projects that we should be looking out for?
Yeah, I have some stuff coming out in a little while, but you won't hear about it for a bit. So.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
No.
We'll keep it on the wraps.
No, it's totally cool. It's just it's not something that you're gonna hear about for a while. So don't be like, oh, it's coming next month or something like that. It's gonna be a while, at least like a year. So, and Malia is constantly working. So
I will be on the Babysitters Club season 2 on Netflix, hopefully next year.
And I did see Parker. This goes back to my childhood. You're on Punky Brewster. Tell me about that.
Oh, well, I'm not in Punky Brewster anymore, but I was on Punky Brewster. I shot the pilot for that show, and I was going to recur on it, but then I had to do Are You Afraid of the Dark instead. But it was really good shooting on that, because I actually, Cherry and Soleil Moon Frye had actually just met up, literally like the day before we started shooting. And so they had this like wonderful reunion, and, you know, working with Freddie Prinze Jr. and all these other great people. I mean, it was a great time when I was on set. I mean, it looks like a really fun show.
All right, well, guys, thank you so much. Again, congrats on the show. The show is Are You Afraid of the Dark? Curse of the Shadows. It's airing on Nickelodeon Fridays at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Bryce, Parker, Malia, thank you so much.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.